Hi, hello, and welcome to Cheeky's Wrapping Emporium. It's that time of year again. You know, that time where we get a bunch of gifts and knickknack to spoil our loved ones with. And what's that? Surprise, surprise, you're still doo-doo at wrapping presents. Why did you spend so much time picking out the perfect thing if you're just gonna hand it over looking like a stinky hot mess? I figured that's why you clicked on this video, right? Well, now, don't you worry any longer. I will guide you through how you can wrap different shapes of gifts and dress them up really pretty with some ribbon and bows, or how you can arrange a breathtaking basket, all with some materials that you could use again and again, either for a gift another day or repurpose for whatever proves useful to you. I don't know your life, okay? All right, so lesson 1. We're going to start off a little basic, a little simple, all right? We're going to start off with a simple box. I'm going to teach you how you can never mess up wrapping a box ever again, okay? All right, we got our box and our paper. So if you're someone who struggles with cutting straight lines, thankfully, these days,
why even cut it?
I find counting the depth of your box, right?
Or knowing how much to cut?
Really helps a lot.
It seems like we're picking up interference from another Emporium's tutorial video. Please stay tuned while we resolve the issue.
But we'll go over how to wrap a box. Now, in order to wrap her, somewhere in the middle, make sure it's tape. Cool. Awesome. Beautiful. Depending on how big your box is. We're just trying against the edge as you roll it. We're just going to keep doing that until because sometimes, you know, our edges get a little bit, yeah? So what you can do, for whatever reason you might want to hide, but like, that's a lot of work, okay? Cool. You know, I got the cheapest tape I could, just because holidays are expensive, right? And damn, does that really show up? Okay, anyways. Now with the open end, and just really pinch, squeeze down, that we will be able to, as much as you can, and so just kind of like perfect 45-degree angle. And now we're gonna do the same with the other side. And then, voila! And now repeat with the other side of the box. This side will be a little bit easier so you can, whatever. Okay, who cares? Now comes the fun part, where we decorate the box with ribbons. Okay, because yes, while this is a finished wrapped gift, it's really boring. Yeah, it's really plain. The goal is to make the recipient feel absolutely special and amazing because of having received a gift from us, okay? Yeah? I've got a few different ribbons here. Please, I'm begging you, do not buy that really cheap, plasticky, metal, whatever it's made. I don't know what it's made out of, but it is made out of indestructible fury, okay? I hate that stuff with a passion. It is so difficult for one, rip, right? The goal is to make a present that's beautiful that can also be easily opened. Yeah, with that cheap gift, that cheap plasticky metal gift wrap ribbon that you can get around the holidays, yeah, no, it does not rip easily whatsoever. You absolutely do need scissors, usually, to unwrap that. 2, it looks awful. It looks so bad. I'm sorry. Craft stores often have sales on their ribbon. It's worth it, okay? And then you can reuse the material afterward. Please get ribbon. I also enjoy using like some scrap pieces of tulle fabric or like netting, right? What else have I used? Burlap. I've used burlap ribbon, right? Well, I guess that's just ribbon. But just you can get so much more creative with all these other beautiful ribbons that you can get for just about the same price, right? Okay. Please do it. I don't want that. I don't want this one. I think I want to use this. So one thing with ribbon is I really enjoy layering it. Will these two layer well together, or will that look weird? I don't like that. Okay. We're going to layer it with rope. Okay. Get this out of here. Okay. So in order to do like a traditional like wrap around the four sides, for starters, and our goal is onto the ribbon, we want to try to have equal, bring it up and around, twist, and then, oh, okay, well, that was the last of the roll. Well, cool, that was the right amount, so that worked out. Then we can tie on top. Now, you can do a bow a couple of different ways. If you've got enough ribbon. However, I do also want to wrap it with the cording. Cool, out of that too. Okay, let's see. Will this be enough? Yes. Okay. Do the same thing if I can do it gracefully. Since we don't have a lot of red ribbon left in order to be able to make a ribbon, instead we're going to feed both sides.
Cut off the excess.
Make sure you're only cutting one side. Cut it so that way it comes up a little bit short of. Then we're going to tape sides that we just cut to the, and we're going to use to tie a nice little bow. We're just going to tie a simple bow. You know, sometimes a simple bow with rope. And I think that looks quite cute. Since this is unraveling, I'm just going to unravel it the rest of the way. And I feel like that kind of adds to the charm of the gift. Alternatively, you can wrap your ribbon around diagonally across a corner and then just wrap around respective to each and tie it back around in the front. And there you go. I like to cut the ends a little bit fancy. Fold in half, cut at an angle on the corner, and there we go. And there you have it. Look, you could even add beads onto that. I don't know where my beading tool went, but you could put beads on here. Oh, can I just do it by hand, I wonder? I don't think so, but I'll try. Just for you. Here, that's a clear one. That's kind of dumb. Here, let's do like a shinier one. Is this shiny? I don't know. I'm wearing sunglasses. Okay, I'd need bigger beads, but you get my point, okay? Yeah. But that's lesson one. Lesson one concluded, okay? I'll go ahead and show you an alternative way to wrap a box if you would like to get a little bit more fancy with it and make it a little bit more decorative. Let's roll that while I finish this, yeah? Okay, for a secondary way that you can wrap a box shape is and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enough paper on, and on the other side, completely cover the face, and then to be able to, and then we'll come in on, and then perfectly flat on this side. Same with this bottom flap. We're gonna, and with this side too. Okay, whatever. And then back to the, I'm gonna just a little. There you go. And now you are free to stick whatever the heck that you would like to in this little pocket now. Like if you have a card, like really, you can throw any random old thing in there. Oh, here we go. Here, let's take some of this. Oh, here we go. Here, this is decoration, right? People use this stuff as decoration. Here, you can do like this. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe like this. Oh, where's a card? I need a card. You got a card for them? Boom. Doesn't fit, but maybe you got something bigger. And that would work. What else can you decorate this with? You can throw in some, like, any random stuff that you got outside, right? Like here, a twig. Everyone loves a good twig, right? And some kind of wet leaves. It's raining outside today. Look at that. Look at that. No, I don't like that. How about right here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks okay. Just say you're going a little avant-garde, yeah? The gift that you're giving is the gift of creativity, right? Maybe we don't need that one. Maybe it's the front one we don't need. Here, let me put that back. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, and then there are trees on it, and in it. Almond bark was just a happy coincidence of a pun that I didn't plan for this moment. But here we are. I'm a comedic genius. Here, well, what the heck? Okay, here, I have a spare ribbon. Oh, hello. Here we go. And there you go. It's magnificent. All right, next lesson in shapes. Cylindrical items, or circular/spherical. For this one, I've got 2 pieces of wrapping paper and some of that netting, whatever the heck it's called. Put this in the middle, give it a little wrapperoonie. Second piece of tissue paper, again, wrapperoonie. Nice pretty little sheets of this, our second little piece. And then, with ribbon, like that. And now, I am going to trim the edges up a little bit over here on the netting just to clean it up. Being very careful not to cut the tissue paper, right? And there you go. Okay, next shape. Got a pot here, okay? Because Nana gets those holiday poinsettias every year. Here, I have a scrap. Piece of wrapping paper, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know, you can stuff it with some paper towel or some newspaper, or you can just go with the shape. Be a little funny with it. I choose humor. So first off, up tight and start curving around. Doesn't really turn anymore, right? We're gonna just follow this curve until it's smooth till we get to this kind of like little, we're gonna crease this out and then pull it up, hold it. We're gonna do the same again. Follow around at the bottom, smoothing it. Just make sure that you be mindful of how you're wrinkling your paper, okay? It's gonna get a little bit more challenging. And then we're gonna make our crease. And then with each of these flaps, sort of nicely, as best as you can. And you can't really push it down any further. Just remember to crease it. Now we're going around with the other side. Whoopsie doopsie. Pull up on this corner until it's, that looks like garbage. So it looks like my little scrap of wrapping paper was a little bit. That's one way you can do it. There you go. There you go. A plant that Nana will never kill. Okay, well that didn't work, but whatever, okay. So this was just more a lesson on how to properly wrap about a shape, more so than, I don't know, I feel like this isn't very pretty, but we'll go with it for the video. I mean, how seriously can you take me with a Christmas sweater that is... Take your pot and just go, okay? Okay, next lesson. Gift baskets. So, I don't know about anybody else, but I always seem to have like a couple baskets laying around the house. Origins unknown. I just always seem to have at least one or two on hand. So my favorite thing to do with them, curate a nice little gift basket, yeah? Some fun little items, right? Stuff that maybe you really can't wrap or just don't really want to. Save yourself some time. Just throw it all in something. If you're just really bad at wrapping still for some reason, I don't know why you would be, but I guess we have to cover all possibilities. Anyways, so when I'm putting stuff in the gift basket, I like to wrap it in tissue paper. It doesn't have to be super pretty full, just needs to be wrapped. Okay, what are some things that I can put in a gift basket? Okay, people really like candles. Yeah, people really like candles. Maybe like some fruit too. I think I see manicure sets a lot, you know? Oh, that's too much. Whoops. I think there's still room in there. How about some nice homemade chocolates are always great. Oh no. Oh no. All right, next up, my favorite part of making the gift basket is wrapping it with fabric on the outside. I really like to go to the clearance section. A lot of the times craft stores will have like fabric remnants that you can buy. Those are usually pretty handy and big enough to do a gift basket or to wrap at least one present with, right? Usually pretty cheap too, fabric remnants, or you can just buy like a yard of fabric. You can find some pretty inexpensive ones. Tulle is usually a pretty good bet. Usually pretty inexpensive. Let's go ahead and go find a fabric remnant. Okay. Okay. Hello. Here's a nice chunk. And thank you. All right, we got our nice fabric remnant. Yeah. You might have to cut some excess off, right? We can cut some of this length off once we tie it. If there are any open ends and edges because of how it was cut, you can simply just like kind of hide it and fold it over. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, right? No one's gonna really tell the difference. I mean, come on. I don't know. I cut this jagged as hell, and I feel like it still has the capacity of looking pretty. However, I want it to be prettier. 1 second. Perfect, thank you. Let's do like diagonally. Diagonally where we had the corners that came up a little bit short. I'm gonna leave this one a little bit more bunched since it's narrower. There we go. Bring this corner up, this corner up. There we go. Give a little twist-a-rooney if you want. And there you go. You can always throw a little bit of stuffing into your gift baskets if you're that kind of a messy person. How dare you do that to other people? That's kind of rude, but everyone has their preference, I guess. I put this on thinking that it had elf ears on the hood. I don't understand why it doesn't. Anyways.